Good evening, everyone. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and this is yet another edition of my For My Students video series. And the first thing I would like to say is that when I complete this particular video, I will make notes for this week's Video Response Wars. I hope to upload that video tonight. So, bear with me, Crazy Josh Cravey, it is coming. Alright, with that in mind, okay, I would like to welcome to this YouTube channel and this particular video, Blaire White, David Wood, and Shoe on Head. Okay, welcome. I'm glad you decided to watch this particular video. Now, I know that the people I will address in this particular video are very busy people. So in the interest of time, I will leave time markers in the description below. That way, you will be able to find the portion of this video where I directly address you. And I'm not just referring to Blaire White, David Wood, or Shoe on Head. I'm referring to everybody I'm going to refer to in this particular video. Okay? Now then, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pay some compliments to some people that left comments on my particular videos. Okay? So if you want to skip all this, you can. Otherwise, go ahead and watch. Now, a while back, I uploaded a video entitled Macon County Museum. So, a person by the name of Felivi wrote the following. I love that museum. Thank you for sharing. Well, you're very welcome, and I hope you will take the time to examine every single video in the Abraham Lincoln playlist and see all these looking for Lincoln signs for yourself. I encourage everybody to do this. Okay? Remember, all of these signs have little seals, and you're supposed to pencil rub them for souvenirs. So I hope you check that out. Okay. And then I uploaded a video entitled Memory Part 12. I know, memory. It's very hard to say. Well, for some people, especially if you stutter a lot. Okay. So, someone by the name of Big Dude, he appears in my comments almost all the time, and it's great. I'm thrilled about that. He gave a thumbs up to this particular video and to so many others, and I'm thrilled and I'm excited. I'm so thankful that you're here. I really am. But I do have one question for you. Have you learned anything from my videos? I'm glad you enjoy them, and I'm glad that you've watched them, and I hope you've learned something from them. If you have, let me know what you've learned. Go ahead and leave that down here in the comments below. Just let me know what you've learned, because I'd love to hear from you. I really would. Okay? Then I uploaded a video entitled Flowchart Connector. And Ayesha Zahid wrote, can you make a video for difference between off and on connector? Okay, well, I'm not too familiar with all that. I'll try to familiarize myself with that, and if I get time at some point, that's exactly what I'll do. So bear with me, be patient. I know some of these things take a long time for me to get done. I do work retail 35 hours a week, and then I have to do all these videos at the same time, so you can see I keep quite busy. But I'll try to get to you just as soon as I can. Okay. And then I uploaded a video entitled Free Onboard Destination. And there was this gentleman by the name of John Madison who wrote the following. This is good. Well, I'm thrilled about that. I am absolutely happy that you're happy, and so on and so forth. Any recommendations about how to set up a free onboard shipping? Well, I'm not that familiar with free onboard shipping. As soon as I get a chance to cover interim financial statements, I'll try to cover that as well. Okay? I've never ordered anything from China before, and I am in the middle of a rather large order. Well, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to you sooner than this, but there you go. So, thank you for watching my video. I'm thrilled you're on this channel. If you have any information about interim financial statements, please send it to me. I'd love to read it. Okay. Then I uploaded a video entitled History of Coupons. And Clark525 wrote, thank you. Well, you're very welcome. tell me what you've learned. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, and if there's anything else, well, I'll try to help you to the best of my ability. But like I said, I'm a very busy human being, so there you go. All right. Now that we've gotten through all of this, let's return to Blaire White, David Wood, and Shoe on Head. Now, I have watched many of all of your videos, okay? We're talking about all three of them. I've watched videos from all three of these people, okay? I find all of your videos very enlightening. I really do. I've learned a lot. I can tell you that. I may not agree with all the content of all of your videos. However, I did find them very enlightening. I really did. Now, here's a question I often get asked here on YouTube. I really get asked this a lot. Why don't I cover controversial topics on my channel? Now, I'll say that again. Why don't I cover controversial topics on my channel? Well, it's not because there isn't a plethora of topics to choose from. Oh boy, there is. I could have easily chosen the discourse of Nicole Arbor on obesity. I could have made a commentary about that very easily. I could have made a commentary on just about anything in the 2016 election. I really could have. I could have commented on what happened to the Fine brothers. Yes, their YouTube channel. And I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with that. I could have. And we also have a YouTuber by the name of Bearing, and he's gotten into some controversy too. I could have commented on that as well. But why didn't I? The answer has to do with Andy Pudser. Do you guys know who Andy Pudser is? My students do. How about you guys? You say, well, what does Andy Pudser have to do with anything? Well, there is a hyperlink in the description below. Now, I always say hyperlink because that's the proper term for this. And I'm trying to teach my students proper terminology so that when they go to apply for employment, jobs, that kind of thing, okay? When they try to apply for a job, if they sound smart, they'll most likely get hired. And that's the purpose. Okay, so there is a hyperlink to my discussion of Andy Pudser in the description below. Please watch that. Now, what's the big deal about Andy Pudser? Well, it's his employment program. Okay, that's the big deal. You say, well, gee, that's no big deal. Oh, yes, it is. And here's the reason why. Because, number one, Donald Trump has just nominated him to be the Secretary of Labor. Now do the arithmetic. Think about this for a second. Think about Andy Pudser's employment program and now he being the potential Secretary of Labor. That's not good. Now, even though I do agree with Andy Pudser on the fact that I'm not particularly fond of $15 an hour minimum wage. I really am not fond of that at all. However, what he has in mind, I'm not fond of either. And my reasoning for that will become crystal clear in just a little bit. Now then, what does this employment program have to do with anything? Let me get into that. But first, I have a question for you. Okay? Here's my question. If you have two hamburgers, they have the same buns, the same toppings, the meat inside of them come from the same place, and they are even the same price. But in hamburger A, there is a 1/4 pound of beef inside there, and in hamburger B, there is a 1/3 pound of beef. Knowing these details, which one would you buy? Would it be A, the hamburger with a 1/4 pound beef inside, or B, a hamburger with a 1/3 pound beef inside? Which would you buy? Okay. Now, leave the answers down here in the comments below. I'd love to see them. Okay. Once you've answered that particular question, I would like for you to take a look at the ANW That's right, the A&W restaurant article that I have left a hyperlink to down here in the description below. I'd like for you to read that article. So, even though I don't agree with Andy Putzer's employment program, I can certainly comprehend why he's doing this. You say, well, this still doesn't make any sense. Here we go. Now, I'm going to read comments that were left on my YouTube videos. And I'd like to ask you guys something. Would you hire any of these people that I'm going to discuss in just a minute? And more importantly, would you allow them to graduate from high school once you hear all this? Let's see what you say. Okay? Now, I uploaded a video entitled Digit Span Test, and this person by the name of Gaby Rennie left the following comment. My nan smells like liquid flowing from my urethra. Now that's a cleaned up comment from what they really said. Okay, I don't use the kind of stuff that they usually send to me, so bear with me. Okay, now we have another video of mine. It's called Quadratic Residue. That's the title of the video. Okay, and UTube Uni wrote the following. This is like the worst way to explain modular arithmetic. If you think that my video is that bad, why don't you upload a video of your own explaining modular arithmetic? And then send me the hyperlink so I can watch it and see if you did any better. And everybody does it this way. How many people do you think know what modular arithmetic is? I think you'd be surprised at the answer. Okay. I think it makes a lot more sense to people to just talk about remainders and division. Well, you upload a video, I'll watch it, and I'll see if I agree with you. Alright. Now, I uploaded a video response to the music video entitled No, which was performed by Meghan Trainor. Okay. And then a YouTuber by the name of Rameen Noodles wrote the following. This guy is a spammer. Now, I'll get back to that in just a second, but listen carefully. He commented on my channel and said I commented on it. Okay, obviously you are functionally illiterate. What I actually said was, I watched Meghan Trainor's No music video. I did. And you also apparently watched it, and you left a comment on that particular video. And I said, because you have left a comment on that particular video, I'm now sharing with you my response to that. Now, this all has to do with relevance, okay? When you're defining spam, you have to define relevance. Now, let me give you an example. Years ago, when I was a much younger human being, which I'm not that old, but still, I was younger at that time. Well, we didn't exactly have the internet like we do today. See what I mean? And so, I used to hang out at the library, and I used to read books. Which I still read books, but I don't hang out at the library so much. Okay? And if I had read a book at some point, and I saw some pretty young lady, and she would be about my age at that point, and I saw that she was reading the exact same book that I had just read, I might walk up to her and say, hey, look, I've read this book myself. I'd like to know what you think of it. And I'd like to tell you what I think of it. See what I mean? Even YouTube. Now, I watch a lot of videos that are produced by James Patrick Holding. And he replies to a lot of other YouTubers. Okay? And when I watch his videos, often YouTube will send me hyperlinks to videos made by the people that James Patrick Holding is responding to. So I can watch James Patrick Holding's videos and the videos of the people he's responding to as well. That's called relevance. Do you see what I mean? So the difference between spam and relevance is this. Both of us watched the Meghan Trainor No music video. I had something to say about it, so did you. Instead of leaving a comment on that particular video, I decided to send you a video response, because I knew that the odds were that you would never read the comment that I would leave on the Meghan Trainor No video. So I wanted you to see it, and that's why I sent it to you. So what I sent to you was not spam. Okay, it was very relevant material. It is no different than when I buy internet services from one company and then another company sends me leaflets and flyers and pamphlets about their internet service. Well, I have an internet service. Why wouldn't they? I might be interested in theirs. There might be cheaper and there might be better. It's all about relevance. If the video is relevant, then it is not spam. That's the difference. Whew. That's a lot of explanation there. Okay. Now, we also have Micah W64. Alright? And this comment was also left on my video response to Meghan Trainor's No music video. So what does he write to me? Well, first of all, I'd like to tell you that my personal life, including my intimate life, is none of your business. So don't ever send that kind of stuff to me. Also, I am not a bundle of wood, I am not a lump of coal, and I am not a cigarette. Learn your etymology. Quit calling me a bundle of wood, or a lump of coal, or a cigarette. I'm sick of it. Okay. Now, I uploaded a video entitled Scroll Lock, and Gabe Newell wrote me back, and he wants me to self-terminate. I will not self-terminate for you or for anyone else. And then he also proceeded to call me a bundle of wood, a lump of coal, and a cigarette. Stop doing that! If you're going to insult me in an intelligent manner. That is not intelligent, that is just... that's pathetic. That's what it is. Okay? Now then, here's a real gem. I responded several times to Jeff Bliss. If you don't know who that is, that's the kid, well, that's the young man, okay, who dropped out of high school, went back, and then in a classroom threw a tirade against a teacher. Basically what he did was he dropped an honor challenge in what he thought was a Roman Forum, which was not. Okay, that's what he did. So, Lady Elize wrote me back this. Are you kidding me? You don't need a doctorate degree to identify teachers who are not doing their job. That's true, but you do need some kind of certificate to take them on, especially the way that Jeff Bliss wanted to do it. That you do, either you have to have one of yourself or you have to rely on somebody else's. One way or the other, Jeff Bliss did not have the credentials to take on that teacher on his own. Okay? Teachers should engage their students in learning. On this we both agree. There should be a transfer of knowledge to all students. I agree with that. He have all the rights to inform the teacher about his point of view because this concern his education. This is strike one to you. If you're going to drop an honor challenge on me in a proper Roman Forum format, don't use bad grammar, because that automatically discredits your argument. Automatically. That's strike number one. Great teachers engage. That's true. Excites. That's true. But they do not empower students. What they teach empowers students. That's error number two. Your rant about going to school board and create presentation is garbage. Again, there's that grammar problem. But the word she used was not garbage, it was something else. It was an expletive. And if you don't know what an expletive is, look it up. That is the next thing that discredited you. You've now had bad grammar, you made an illogical point, and You started using expletives in your argument. That automatically discredits you. That's strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. I just won the ball game. The end. But you say, you're ignorant who thinks you're intelligent. I'm not going to even say what they said here. Okay, I don't think I'm intelligent. I have proven I'm intelligent. That's yet another strike against you. I've won the ball game. End of story. So, the next time you want to reply to me, you better make sure all your ducks are in a row, or otherwise I'm going to flat out give you your 15 minutes of shame. There you go. Now, I made a video. It was a video response to 2 music videos. The first one was One Call Away by Charlie Puth, and the other one was Mine by Taylor Swift. And what did I get for a response? Jasown Checkov wrote me this. Why did you send me this link? Tell me specifically. Well, I did. Okay? Basically, it's because you left a comment on the video, the music video entitled One Call Away by Charlie Puth. I have taken a snapshot of your comment, and I'm going to show it to you right now. And it's very important I show it to you and I show everybody, because now they'll begin to realize what you were doing here. Okay, now that you've seen the screenshot, let's go on here. After I told you that you had left that particular comment, you wrote me back, and you said, "You've got the wrong person." Oh, no, I don't. I know you have disorders, but can you use them somewhere else? Let me tell you something. You have a problem with honesty and integrity, and that's far greater than any problem that I particularly have. And where's your psychology degree? Do you even have one? How dare you diagnose me with anything? Get real and grow up. Okay. That wasn't the last of it. Oh, no, 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 no. Another person by the name of Justin Hulk wrote the following. What does this have to do with liking a song? I wrote him back. I said, if the song lyrics make you cringe, you won't enjoy listening to it very much. And he writes back to me, how does it make you cringe? And if you don't like it, don't listen to it. Simple. And I wrote him back. Well, first of all, why does it make me cringe? Why do these 2 songs make me cringe? Because they state illogical statements. And I covered this in my video response to my One Call Away and Mine. I covered all this. So if you want to watch that, I'll go ahead and leave a hyperlink to that as well down here in the description below. Okay? So, what did I write to him? I said, that's easier said than done. What if you worked in retail and you heard this song every day on the personal announcement system? Arrgh! So what does he write me back? He says, then tell them to change the music. He wants me, now get this, he wants me to walk up to my boss and tell them to change the music on the personal announcement system. Really? So I wrote him back and I said, let me get this straight. You want me to walk up to my employer and tell him to change the music? Really? And he replies back, yes. Say, put on a playlist of some other things. And I said, obviously you've never worked in retail. When you work in retail and you successfully get your boss to change the music, let me know. And he says, then why do you work in retail? The main reason is that my particular field of technology has dried up. So I am turning to freelancing in order to try to make money in my particular field. And it's not been an easy task. And I think you can now see why. So, that finally brings us back to Blaire White, David Wood, and Shoe on Head. My question to all 3 of you is, now I've watched your content, it's very enlightening, I'm thrilled that you guys put it out there. However, how many people do you think truly comprehend, not understand, comprehend? I had an English teacher Oh, she drove me nuts. Every time you said the word understand, she chewed you out and made sure that you understood. It wasn't understand, it was comprehend. So, how many people that watch your videos truly comprehend what you're discussing in your videos? I don't think it's as many people as you'd like to think it is. I think you'd be terribly surprised. And that's my point. So, it's not that I'm critiquing your videos per se, because I think they have a lot of great content. I would love to respond to all this. However, considering the fact of what I just read to you, do you now comprehend why Andy Putzer wants to deploy this employment program? Would you hire any of those people? Would you even let them out of high school? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear. Or send me a video response. I'd love to hear you say. See what I mean? So, that's why I did this particular video tonight. Now, if you want to hear, or if you want to read any more of this kind of illogical, unobservant, underinformed rhetoric, I have a Kindle book. Okay, and I'll leave a hyperlink to that down here below as well. You can read the Kindle book, and I will also tell you I am in the process right now of recording an audio version of my Kindle book. When it's complete, I will place it on YouTube for a discounted price. And you can listen to that all you want. I know I have a bit of a problem with stuttering and stammering. Bear with me. Okay? But, like I said, I will produce an audio. I am in the process of producing an audio version of my Kindle book, and you'll be able to hear that sometime in the very near future. Hopefully right after Christmas. Okay. I know this has been kind of a lengthy video. I wanted to say to all three of you, Blaire White, David Wood, and Shoe on Head, I do like your videos, and I do like watching them. I may not agree with every single thing you guys say in your videos, but I do like what you have to say. And maybe at some point in the future, I may respond to some of those. I mean, I've kind of responded to you, but I haven't responded to any of your commentary as of yet. And maybe one of these days that'll change. I'd like to see what you have to say to me. Okay? And if anyone else wants to leave comments down here or make video responses as well, I'd love to hear from you. I really would. Whether they be positive or negative, just keep sending them. But if you're going to drop an honor challenge on me, make sure you have all your ducks in the row, because if you don't, it's going to sound silly. That's what it's going to sound like. And I won't regard it very well. Okay. Well, now that I've given you guys all of this wonderful commentary, I'm sorry this video took so long. But I was glad to do it. I really was. And hopefully we will produce, or I will produce, as the case is, more stuff for this YouTube channel. Alright. I will tell everyone more stuff. I am sorry about the Taylorville Festival of Lights. I'm really sorry about all that. It started to rain here and is getting ready to ice and snow, and it wouldn't have looked good if I had tried to do it tonight. Hopefully next week we'll have better weather and I can go out and do that. So, stay tuned for that, and just stay tuned for everything else. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you really soon.